What's going on? Welcome, Korean American expat. It's a cold day here. I'm feeling it. And yeah, it was a little rainy earlier, but trying to walk. I'm trying to do my daily walks, my 10,000 steps. But what I want to talk about is using Korean in South Korea, or just, it could be any subject, learning the language. But in this case it's Korean, because why? We're in South Korea, and the question is, how much Korean do I use? I barely use any, unless I'm talking with my dad or his friend, that speaks Korean only. Well, even my dad could speak some English, but to me it's Korean. And then he will talk to like my foreign friends in English, because he'll make that effort. But yeah, everything else is Korean. But how do I maneuver here? I pretty much maneuver just using English. English. Why? Because number one, I'm comfortable with it. That's the language I'm comfortable with. Just like if, guy's Korean, he's comfortable with Korean. That's fine. But I'm very comfortable with English. And yeah. So sometimes with Koreans, they're just like, what the hell? How come you didn't learn any Korean? Well, because I grew up in an environment that mostly spoke English and Spanish, or etc. But I'll have to learn to deal with it, just like I have to learn to deal with his Korean. Of course, the lucky part is I usually understand what he's saying. If he's talking to me in Korean, I just reply in English. yeah, I understand. Yeah, I get you. I get it. Yeah, and he's going all off, like all of a sudden. Usually it doesn't happen, but sometimes the younger Koreans like, 모르겠어. 내가 직장을 못 받아, or something like that. Like, I don't know, I need to get some work and blah, 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 And I'm just like, okay, no problem. And I'll just reply in English. And that's sometimes what I'll deal with when I used to go to a language exchange. I haven't gone as much, because I get kind of like sick of it, because it's always like the same thing. It's mostly English. Most of the Koreans practice their English, and that's fine. You pay a fee. I don't know if it's how much it is anymore. I mean, last time I went, it was like 10,000 won, which is still about $7. So you're just like, okay, $7. Cool. But after a while, it kind of gets old. And then it's come to the point where those language exchanges, right? They're like, go here, go there. And I'm just like, dude, I just want to just go to a table, and I'm not picking a table, with girls. Like before, when I first came, I was like, cool. And I got a table with 7 girls. Okay. Yeah, they're cute, but I was different back then. And then I said, yeah, there's some other English exchanges. By the way, you want to give me your kakao talk? Because that's what we use. So I go, and I'll just like, here's my phone. All 7 will put their kakao talks. And then the Korean guy's like, can I get your number? And the girls are like, no. But for me, it was like, yeah, it was a little different, because I'm from a Western country. But those days are gone. Those days don't exist. Now these days, like, if I get a number, I'll get the number if the chick asks me, and I'll exchange. But most of the times now, I just go there, if I do go there, I haven't gone in I don't know how long, maybe 2 years. And I could even be, my memory's like foggy on that. I'm just like, no. And then, of course, it's nice. I run into like a Western chick from like, sometimes from my state or sometimes from one of the other 50 states. Oh, North Carolina. Oh, Texas. Oh, Mississippi. Jacktown. You're from Jackson or whatever. So it's cool, but most of the times, here's even the case, like, even a lot of the Westerners, they like come once and then they never come back again because it's just something new. Because a lot of the times, they checked in to their school, because every like March and August it's like the intake, because that's when like the new school year starts, and in Korea it's like March. So yeah, we get a lot of those coming in. But going back to what I'm saying, I just lead with English. I'm just going, yo, what's up? Well, not yo, what's up, but hey, how are you? How are you? And that's that. But people are like, King, how come you don't do? Because I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of getting crapped on. I'm tired of being, bitched out about, you need to speak, Chunungmar or not Punmar, like formal, informal. I'm like, fucking shit, really? And most of the times, I usually speak, Punmar, which is like informal. And even when I went to go get my physical, I didn't know I was speaking informally. And then the stupid lady goes, oh, why is he speaking Punmar to me? I'm like, you lucky I can communicate with you. I don't want to say it on YouTube, but yeah. So I'm just like, yeah. So the next time I went, I made everyone's life miserable. Like, oh no, I'm speaking English. Yeah, I get you. I got you. Oh, stand here? Okay. I just spoke English the whole rest of the way. And that's the sad part, because that's the problem of like knowing the language. And I just go, okay, where do I go? Okay, what do I need? Okay, oh, go there. And then they go, you speak Korean? Nope, English. Well, medical stuff I needed in English. It's just, that's above my grade, my Korean. But I'm just like, nope, just give it to me in English, because I'm just like, And yeah, Korea's a very English-friendly country. They kind of just, yeah. So usually, if I have to go somewhere, sometimes even a medical, yeah, I would check and go, okay, who speaks English? Even if I know Korean, I'm just like, nah, I want someone who speaks English. I don't know, is it that, I don't know if you've seen Godfather 2, Hyman Roth. If the doctor doesn't speak English, it's like one of those bad omens or something. So I don't know if that got into my head, He must. But the thing is, like, all these doctors, they actually got their education in the West. But since they've worked in, the Korean hospitals, they're just used to speaking Korean. They don't practice a lot of English. So that's probably why. They're just like, yeah, they're just so used to Korean. But yeah, I just pretty much just use English. And then unless if it gets real serious, I'll use Korean. And then, like, if I was meeting with the doctor, I would ask him in Korean, what the problem is and how to do this, but most of the times I'm just like, in general conversation, I just use English. And of course, some of the Koreans actually like it. Some, not all. They're like, hey, I get to practice my English with this Weigugin, which is Weigooks. Just like Gaijin is known for foreigner, Weiguk is known for Koreans. So we're all like Weigooks, but they pronounce it Weigugin. Or like if you see, a sporting event, they use the word Weiguk. Weiguk Saddam is playing the sport. Oh yeah, Google Weiguk Saddam got the kill. So, and then there's like the Weiguk Saddam scores the basket, or but they usually use it mostly like to, describe what's going on. Of course, like they'll say Jamil Wani, and then sometimes they'll add Weigugid or something like that, But yeah, it is the way I do things. Of course, it's sad. Like when I go to a KBO, it's a Korean Basketball League, I'll be like, "Yo, Jamil, I'm from the U.S." So like, some of those guys are like, "Okay, I'm comfortable talking to this guy because I'm not going to be some weirdo Korean," and this doesn't mean they're weird, but sometimes it sounds like it, because most Koreans would be like for example, Wani. I'm just like, yo, Jamil, what's up? They know I'm from the States. I don't say much. I usually don't like to say much when I'm at like a KBO game or something. So yeah, but that's just the way it is, Yeah, I just use English, but of course nobody knows if I speak English. If I'm quiet, if I walk on the street, it could be an advantage. I do blend in, but most people are like, what are you? And of course it does get confusing because they just, let's call it what it is. Koreans just don't understand that a lot of Korean American, Korean Canadians, whatever, there's a lot of us. It's like mostly in Seoul or around, all the cities. So they're like, so we all grew up with Korean culture, unless you're an adoptee. But yeah, we grew up with Korean food, Korean this, Korean community in our states, Korean this. We grew up with it. It's just that for mostly Koreans that never been abroad, they're like, oh, okay, yes. And then sometimes even if we speak English, they're like, so is your dad American, white American? I'm like, do I look fucking white to you? I've gotten that a couple of times. And no, I'm like, I have a Korean dad. He speaks full-blown Korean. And my mom, full-blown Korean. And, it's kind of funny like that. But yeah, I get it. But to live in Korea, you can pretty much get away with English. And some of the expats that I've known that's lived here longer than I have, like 15, 20 years, they don't speak a lick of Korean. They don't speak a lick at all. It's like, yo, what's going on? Full-blown English. They teach English. They talk to everyone in English. And that's how it is. So, that's how it is. So, yeah, pretty much it. All right, man, it's getting cold. My hands are freezing. So, yep, so this is just another one of my blogs. All right, if any of you enjoy this, please like and subscribe and comment. Do you speak your language at that, whatever the home country is? Or do you just speak English or whatever the country that you are more comfortable in? So, yep, feel free. Hit that like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll hopefully get around to them whenever I can. All right, take care. I'll see ya.